The New York Times put out its list of the 100 greatest films of the 21st century, but we're not going to watch 100, we're going to watch the top 30. So join us on this journey as we watch 30 films in 30 days. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Cinematic Trinity and our series where we're watching 30 films in 30 days. And this time we are talking about the Grand Budapest Hotel, which is probably one of Wes Anderson's most famous and most loved movies. It's number 22 on this list. So to take it away, what did the New York Times have to say about this movie?
Yes, absolutely. So candy-coloured visions can be deceptive. The magnificent inn of the title is a glorious pink confection, but there are real stakes at play. Fascism is fast approaching and refugees have good reason to fear the authorities at the borders of a fictional European country. This between-the-wars tale of a beloved concierge, a terrific Ralph Fiennes, who calls men and women alike darling and sleeps with all his friends, is in the end deeply moving. So, I mean, I feel like that is the film, but that's also not a very good description of the film. That's quite a misleading description of the film. Pamela Anderson says...
Oh my God, she's
quoted again.
Oh, man.
Wes Anderson is king. This movie in particular reminds me of a beautiful Cocteau-style creation. An artist could only dream up the world we witness here. So I don't know why she's become... I mean, I love Pamela Anderson, but why she is now the oracle of films, I don't quite understand. But yeah, that seems a bit misleading, even though that technically is some of the themes of the film.
Well,
I don't just... I would... When I think of the plot, I don't think, oh, yeah, this is what the plot is.
Yeah.
I just think, oh, fun story.
Fun, whimsical story. Well,
yeah.
It's basically, it does follow Ralph Fiennes and his new lobby boy in this adventure they have to uncover. It's kind of a weird way to try it. There's a stolen painting here and there, and it's all. I don't want to go into too much spoilers for it, but how do you do a synopsis of the Grand Budapest Hotel?
Well, it's the way that I summed it up when I had to do my TikTok about this was that it basically just follows the lobby boy and his mentor, Ralph Fiennes, and it's basically the story of how he came to own the hotel. That was the very, very simple, which technically a lot more happens than that, but that is the simplest, most basic explanation that you could possibly give of the film.
Well, Kieran, you've watched it. What do you think about it?
I have watched it. We've all watched it.
That's good.
We've all technically watched it twice now because we watched it last year.
Twice together. Yeah. Oh no, twice. Once together and once you
separately. Yeah.
I think it. How do I even word this? The second that Ralph Fiennes came on screen, I was immediately just kind of. You're sucked in, you're drawn in.
Yeah,
he commands so much presence, and just for the entire rest of the movie from that point, because he's so compelling, it's just it's kind of it's a pleasure to watch almost. It's just a really enjoyable cinema experience, and I mean, it's got the Wes Anderson style, so everything is perfect symmetry.
Oh, it's brilliant.
And the cinematography, and obviously they'll have a camera on rails or whatever, and it's going along. And the set design and just working with someone like Wes Anderson must be incredible.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And it's very eclectic in parts. It's very colourful. There's lots going on, but the plot is also very, it's very compelling. You want to find out what's happening next. You're there for the journey as much as the kind of lobby boy is. I think I've watched a couple of Wes Anderson's films now. I think this is probably. I mean, you say it's one of his most loved. It's understandable why.
Oh, definitely.
I think it's the best one of his that I've seen. It's just a really good film.
It is. I totally agree.
Because were you so-and-so on it when you first watched it?
I feel like I enjoyed it, but there was another level of enjoyment that watching it a second time around brought me. And I think I don't really know why, but I think because I just understood the style more of his films and how things work and the sort of the plot. I just understood it more, so I was like enjoying it more. You know, not that there's a lot to understand, you know, it's not like this profound like film, but you know what I mean, like you're watching something for a second time, it just adds another layer to it. So I feel like this is one of those films that I wonder if a third time it just would get better and better. But it is absolutely brilliant. As you say, the plot is fantastic and the visuals are fantastic, but what makes it so great is both of them are so good. Like the visuals are just a delight, but the plot's also really good. Whereas if the visuals were really good but the plot was a bit weak, or the plot was really good but it was badly shot, the fact that they both come together in such a great way, and I think the plot, like the way that the plot works, like supports the style that he's filming it in as well. Like I don't think there's any other way to tell this story than through his style, and I think that's what's so great about him overall, is that they are so contained. They are stories, you know, like in their basic form. It's like reading a book, isn't it?
That's how he frames it, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the girl opening the book.
So yeah, it's just brilliant. Like it's just absolutely brilliant. It's just a joy, isn't it?
I think that hits on the head. It is a joy. It's beautiful to look at. I just find it really funny. I think the jokes in the film, like, especially just Ralph Fiennes' delivery, so good. Like he has so many good scenes. Like,
what's that line that you like?
What, the way when they're in the church and it's just like, oh come on man, tell us what is going on? It's just like, obviously a bit of swear words in there as well, but when he like delivers that. But I like the bit where it's when it's like Adrian Brody, who's like a good villain in the film, when it's like he like calls like just makes fun of Ray Fiennes for being gay, and then like Ray Fiennes says, oh I thought you said I was gay. You are, but you're bisexual. It's just like the way he delivers that line is so weird. It's so weird but so funny. But the visual gags as well. It's like a few like just how like when they're like skiing and it's just like how quickly they're all going. Like it's so stupid. But like again, it's like so like just so nice and beautiful to like look at.
It is,
Like you feel good watching it. I feel you can't go wrong with like a Wes Anderson film. Like I've not watched all of his films, but like the ones I have watched, like this, Isle of Dogs, Fantastic Mr. Fox, like I know those are a bit different because they're stop motion, but like they feel Wes Anderson, you know?
Well, of course.
But like I said, I'd love to know what it's like working on his films, because like the cast, like there's a lot of returning people. There's like Edward Norton's in this. Obviously Ray Fiennes has come back into it. So
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray. I keep going between Ralph and Rafe. I can't remember. It is Rafe, isn't it?
Rafe,
yeah. Like Ray Fiennes has come back for the Roald Dahl stuff he did, which was really good. And like honestly, just really solid cast, solid looking film, and just really, and like again, like there is an emotional bit to Zero and what is Ray Fiennes' character called?
And Gustav.
So like their like dynamic between each other, like how they grow to like each other more and more. It's like really nice to watch and like really endearing. Nice. Like it's just a feel good movie.
It is a feel good film. Do you think there's anybody else who has like, when you say Wes Anderson, you can immediately picture his films? Is there any other directors that have that same signature?
I think the problem with Wes Anderson is his style is very visual, so it's immediately apparent what his style is to a wider range of people, whereas like some other people, you know, I mean, you think of Scorsese, he does very long films, likes to put in a lot of you know, stuff. He loves his gangster, like you know, he has a genre that he quite enjoys doing, and like you know, has certain habits, but it's not, because it's not visual, it's not immediately obvious. So I think that's why when you like think of directors, like Wes Anderson's the one that's like, oh yes, I know exactly what his films are. But when you think of others, I don't really have that kind of initial connection.
I agree. Or like Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like Guy Ritchie, Edgar Wright. Like sometimes that comes down to like the script, like how stuff is like delivered in the film. I mean, like Chris Nolan, maybe like after watching like The Dark Knight and stuff. Like I feel like,
I mean, Christopher Nolan is more just everything's practical.
Yeah,
and he likes IMAX.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
I think
if it's shot on IMAX and it's all practical, and it's Christopher Nolan.
But like again, also like how he directs films, it's, you know, sometimes the music may be too loud, so you don't really hear the dialogue. That's a very Chris Nolan problem that comes up in his films. Like you just don't know what sometimes is being said because they're so quiet. But like he has like a good scale. Like he does direct like big films, doesn't he? Like Dunkirk, you know, obviously like Dark Knight. even like Oppenheimer, for like as small as the story is, it feels very Chris Nolan because like the stakes are really high.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, I don't think any other director I can think of has the like
same
Kieran said,
visual.
Yeah, you can't look at a film like from a still and be like that's a Chris Nolan film or whatever.
If you hadn't seen it, whereas what you can see it even if you haven't really like necessarily seen the film,
Yeah.
So
I know.
Interesting thought.
What would you guys? Well, we've been very, very positive. What would you score it?
A 9.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah. I really flutter between a 9 and 10. I feel like I can't really pick
Good place
apart
to be.
any. Yeah, I'll go for a 9.5. I'll go for a 9.5.
Yeah, I don't know what would make it a 10. I feel like, I think for me, a 10 out of 10 is like, I can watch it anytime, any place, and I love it. You just have a feeling. Whereas this is like every single thing is perfect, but I've not got that emotional, personal connection to it like I do with some other films that may not necessarily be a 10 out of 10, but I would say are a 10 out of 10 because I love them personally.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I changed my mind. That's a 10.
I want to say it's a 10.
I can't say it's a 9.
Because I don't know what I took the 0.5 for. Like, it's just, I don't know whether it feels corny to say it's like a perfect film, but I feel like just how it's made, it's just so good.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was thinking, because I watched it literally last night, and I started watching it at 20 to 12. And I was feeling like, I had a busy day. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I just done like cleaning. And then like I took it, I put it on, and then as I said, literally the second Ray Fiennes got on screen, he just like I was immediately like, okay, I'm watching the whole thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna watch, I'll watch a little bit, and then when I get tired, I'll watch in the morning. But no, I just I was fully just
in it. Yeah. I would love to see this at the cinema.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I would pay good money, more than the price of an actual ticket. I would pay to go and see this, like major.
Oh no, definitely.
Shame we missed it.
So over 2 10s and a 9 then. So.
Oh, I feel really bad now.
You hate Wes Anderson. You hate him.
I feel really bad.
No, but like I say,
say the same. I said on my TikTok, I said it was a 9. Yeah. So I can't take that back now.
No, but like I say, it's that personal connection to it. So if it's not completely gripped,
I think if I watched it a third time and enjoyed it again, then it'd be a 10. Yeah.
Plus a 9 is like an amazing score.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. 9 and 10 can be so interchangeable between each other, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not really.
I think in between those 2 points, it's just like this. It's not even anything the film does. It's just personal.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
Stage.
And the important question: is it one of the greatest films of the 21st century?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
definitely. Glad to see it up
And
there.
Is the placement like number 22?
Nah, should be higher.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, some of the films that we've seen, it's like if that is there, then this is leagues better than those films.
Well, I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
As we keep going
through. Maybe I'll change my mind when we get to
it. Putting it above the films we've watched so far is correct.
Yes.
But the films to come, that's up for interpretation.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, can't wait to see what number 21 is and what that has in store for us. So thank you again, guys, for joining us in this video, and we will see you guys in the next one.